The sound of summer is dirt bikes.
For teacher and engineer Brittany Young, this is music to her ears. Because these kids are also here for an education.
What happened to your bike? Yeah, what you learned?
Yo gang, what is up? It's your boy Laz, aka MotoBroo. We're still out here recovering a bit from surgery. Everything's going well, but as you've seen from this title, there's a school in Baltimore that lets you bring your dirt bike and you literally have a class where you're allowed to ride your dirt bike. Like, this is insane. So let's get in this video and explain everything about it. So gang, in Baltimore, that's where this school is located. You're probably wondering like, yo, I want to go to this school so flippin' bad, or I wish I had this when I was going to school. That's what I'm thinking. So there's a school in Baltimore and you're allowed to bring your dirt bike. So they have a dirt bike class and they incorporate it with science. So you're sort of learning a lot of the mechanics about wheelies and everything, all the angles, and also the mechanics about the bike, about different ratios and things. So it's really cool. They had this whole news article, so I'll play the clip now so you can see sort of what's going on.
I'm born, raised, and everything in Baltimore. Our sound of summer is dirt bikes.
For teacher and engineer Brittany Young, this is music to her ears. Because these kids are also here for an education.
What happened to your bike? Yeah, what you learned?
This is B360, short for Be the Revolution. Brittany founded it in 2017 to teach kids here in Baltimore about STEM science through dirt biking.
So I guess I have to ask the obvious question, what do dirt bikes and STEM have in common?
Yeah, that's a favorite question. I mean, when you think about it, it's everything. You know, the science, like the science behind popping the best wheelie, that's a physics equation. When you think about math with fixing dirt bikes and the best gas to oil ratio, and then engineering, mechanics fix a product every day. So do dirt bike riders.
Dirt bike culture runs deep within the African American community.
So as a kid, I was in the park watching riders. I tried, but I don't like to fall.
As a kid, Brittany also loved science and never forgot something a teacher once told her.
I remember being in second grade and my teacher told me I couldn't go into STEM because I'm black, I'm a woman, and my parents didn't go to college.
A teacher told you this?
Yeah, I didn't have my first black teacher until I was in third grade.
Determined to show kids like her that they can succeed in STEM, Brittany combined it with bikes, hosting classroom workshops.
This is your motor, the legs.
And community events.
And if you don't know how to reach your students by identifying with their culture, you can also lose them.
One challenge, dirt bikes seen by some as a danger are illegal on city streets. So this summer, Baltimore's B&O Railroad Museum loaned B360 a vacant lot where kids like 7-year-old Kamari Mullen can ride.
How old were you when you started?
4.
You're a veteran. You've been doing this for a while, huh? 3 whole years, almost half your life. That's incredible. And gentlemen, how are you feeling back there? What makes this program special?
I think it's a good idea to like keep young black men off the streets.
And it's not just kids. Brittany's instructors are also riders building their own sense of community.
How rare is this? I mean, have you ever seen a program like this?
No, never. This is my first time seeing this.
It's tough to get young fellas to get up, in the morning to go to school, but early in the morning they up, ready to come out here and have a good time on a bike.
What do you think people misunderstand about this biking culture?
I feel like they misunderstand like the reason we ride, and it's more so for like peace and freedom. Guns down, bikes up, like that. Like.
What do you mean by that? Guns down, bikes up.
Put down your guns. Everybody come out, collab, get together, and ride.
So, what are teachers and parents telling you about this program?
They love it. We can't get rid of their kids.
Sounds like you don't want to either.
Oh. No, I don't. I like that they stay forever and they become lifelong learners. But the way that I speak about our kids is not from, oh, we're helping them or we're saving them. It is we're empowering them to be their own advocates and to grow their own skills.
But to get the full B360 experience, there was really only one thing left to do.
Yes! Okay, give me some speed.
So as you've seen, there is a literal teacher for this class, a science teacher, bless her heart, because she really changing lives. Like, this bike life thing, a lot of people look down on it, but there's just so much positive that comes out of it. And as you've seen in the video, the guy was talking about bikes up, guns down, and yeah, a lot of people look down on this bike life sort of culture, but there is a lot of benefits that come out of it. So it's just cool to see how this bike life culture is sort of getting incorporated with the school system. Like, that's a big step, and it's just so cool. But could you imagine, you're going to school, you're like, okay, fourth period is, you know, PE. I get to hop on my dirt bike, get a little 30-minute session, like in the parking lot with my homies, because, like, you know, your friends are allowed to bring their dirt bikes too. It's just such a cool situation, and it's cool to see how, like, different sort of hobbies and sports are finally getting incorporated in the school system. Like, this is so cool, and I feel like, especially in Baltimore, like, this bike life culture is so big and has played such a big role in that community. So, like, I really feel like this is just such a good thing for the community, for the teachers, just for everyone all around to sort of get a grasp on this bike life and to show that it's not only reckless. You know, there's a lot of different things like maintenance that goes into your bike, and just a lot of control and different mathematic problems and degrees that can help you, you know, shred your bike. So especially if you got a two-stroke, bro, you gotta know that ratio. But I was just thinking, I was like, bro, like, this would literally, this sounds like a dream. Like, this would be a dream to me. Like, even though back in the day when I was when I was that age, I didn't have no dirt bike, unfortunately. My parents wouldn't let me have a dirt bike, so I had to wait till I was 18. But I really hope to see, like, other school systems sort of incorporate this system of, like, putting things that aren't really normal in the school system. Like, there's tons of different sports I can think of that aren't really in the school system, which is a bummer, because I know when you're in high school, like, you always want to fit into a certain spot, and, like, if you don't, like, have a certain, like, core group, like, you know how there's the football players, the basketball players, and, you know, now there could be, like, dirt bike homies out there at the lunch table. You know, it adds a whole different vibe, and sometimes your hobbies aren't accepted at the school, and there's not other many people who freaking do those hobbies, or you know that do them, because it's sort of not really accepted at the school. So just seeing this whole dirt bike culture coming in and being accepted, and, like, having the teacher teach, like, science and incorporating, like, the thing that these kids love, like, it's just it's a great combination, because, you know, you're learning about, like, good stuff about science, and also you have your passion, and they come together, and it's just, I think it's a perfect situation. But gang, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you go to that school in Baltimore, please hit me up, because I would love to see, like, a day in the life of being at that school, or just what it's like, what the class is like, being like a science/dirt bike class where you learn about both. I don't know. I would just love to have some more information about that. But yeah, we're posting bangers. We're about to go on some crazy rides soon. Your boy is pretty much healed now. As you've seen, I've been back riding at the lot. Sort of been trying to take it easy. That's why, you know, it hasn't been too crazy yet. But don't worry, the bangers are coming soon. We're almost at 1 million, which is a bit crazy, bro. Like, 1 million people have clicked that freaking red button, and not yet. All right, my camera died, so yeah, I'm gonna have to film this real quick because overheating and it's about to die. But thank you guys for watching. 1 million, we're almost there. I freaking love you. Thank you so much for the support. Merch in the description. Till next time. Peace.